Hello beautiful people, welcome to today's video. So in this video, I'm going to be decorating my spread for this week, okay? I'm going to do something a little bit different. What I want to do is kind of create a dashboard layout from this vertical layout, okay? Hopefully as I go, I can explain it a little bit better. So it does mean that I'm going to be, reworking, rearranging, all that kind of stuff. It's going to take some effort, but hopefully it will be well-placed effort. So last Friday, the remake of Lilo and Stitch, the live animation version came out, and I'm so hoping I can see it very soon. But in honor of that, I'm going to use this book. This is Aloha Stitch, and I believe this came out, it says in 2021. So I've had this book for 4 years. I've used it maybe once or twice, and then I think I may look in this Pastel Tropics book. And then I also have this Essential Dates and Numbers book. And this is because I do plan on renumbering the page a little bit. Okay, so let me pull out a sheet of wax paper. Ooh, do I have a sheet of wax paper? Hold please. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to run upstairs to get some wax paper because I forgot that I threw out my wax paper the last time because it was really, really raggedy. And I had to get a brand new sheet. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of pre-planning. So here's my idea. I'm going to use my white gel pen and I'm gonna gel pen out these lines. Okay, and I'm gonna cover it with boxes and some stitch and maybe some tropical flowers. And I'm going to, I think, line from here to here with tropical flowers so that I can renumber. And I'm going to also white these lines out and do one line in the center, okay? It sounds good in my mind, okay? In theory, it seems like this is gonna be a walk in the park. It's gonna be a breeze, right? But you know, probably not. All right, so I have this one page of paper florals, and that's what I'm going to use to cover these. And that will allow for me to not have to worry about, I guess, like whiting out the top part. Okay, we'll also be sure to use some of that in there so it could look more Hawaiian, so to speak. And I'm going to try to place this strategically enough that it will cover. There we go. Right? Like it'll cover the words. Okay. And then what will happen is I probably will also cut these and use them somewhere else on the page to just kind of like tie everything in. I also think that I won't really pay attention to using this right here on the side to write because this whole page will be for writing. Okay, now this in my mind is gonna be all right, but you know, sometimes things don't go as planned. And I want to use a couple of quotes as well. I do really like this sticker. Okay, and I'm also kind of loving this like blue foil. I hope you can kind of see that. And let's see. Stitch is so adorable. I just don't know exactly which stitch sticker I want to use. He could be sitting here on this line. And we'll throw a little, I don't know where I'm going to put that yet, but I know I want to throw a pineapple in somewhere. Okay, and then I know I want to throw in, I feel like if I use this blue foil, I will definitely need to use some type of foil sticker on this side. I'm just not sure which one yet. Let's see here. So this will probably be like a top 3 goals or something that I want to accomplish for the week. I was trying to think if I wanted to use that color instead, but we'll stick with what we have. And I might use this here. Maybe we can take this little pineapple and just put it right there. And then maybe we can use one of these. Here. Actually, I'm really trying to use this sticker because that's not really like my favorite type of sticker to use, but I think I'm going to do this instead, and then maybe we'll do a little layer situation there. And then I think I'm going to use one of these clear Ohana means family stickers. Okay, and then I may put a flower right here. Okay, I think that will do for there. Then we're going to continue with our flowers on this side, strategically placed, of course, to kind of cover up this. And this is going to be, we're going to do a line here. Okay, this will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then this will be kind of like a notes or just kind of general type of section. So I may put like something like this right here. Yeah. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm excited to get started and to see what this yields and if I am going to regret it. Let's see here. Here we go. I have a couple of white gel pens that I can use, okay? So I have this Signo, Uniball Signo, and then I also have, I actually have 3. I have this Jelly Roll, okay? And then I also have, let's see, this right here. This is the Paper Mate Brights, okay? So I'm not sure what's gonna work best. I know my favorite used to be this one, and I haven't whited out lines in a while. The trick that I have found that works for me is that once you go over the line, don't go over it anymore. Okay, now I'm using my sticker book as a hard surface because this actually is like a large like mouse pad, desk pad that you see right here. It is not supposed to be white. It is supposed to be cream. And I feel like on camera, it does not come off as looking that great. However, I have not taken the time or opportunity to get something else. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but I just went back over that and it kind of scraped it off. So that's why it's important for you not to go over it continuously. So I'm going to continue with this and then we shall come back. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to say this with my full chest. I am impatient. I am impatient, so I have some parts where it's not exactly perfect, like right there. But I'm hoping that with placing the stickers that you won't really be able to tell. But as I was just going over it, I was just getting a little aggravated with even having to do the process. I generally do this process when it's just like to place one clear sticker. So to have to do it on a full side of a page, yeah. So you could use like a highlighter or something like that. I'm sorry, not a highlighter, a correction tape liner, like one of these, but I feel like it kind of comes off a little bit thicker than I would want it to, so I decided to use a pen. All right, so now that that's done, I'm gonna start placing my stickers to cover up the dates. Okay. And in my doing so, I think I'm going to line this up so that it goes all the way across. Now, how you decide you want to do this as far as like what layers what, you know, that's completely up to you. I kind of wanted that purple to be in front, but now that I've lifted it, I can see that my page is tearing a little bit. So I'm just going to count that as a loss and I'm going to keep it moving. So before I continue on, I'm going to cut these stickers off and then see if I want to place some of it just along the rest of my page. Okay, so now that I've cut the other side off, I'm going to continue on by using the scraps that I can on this side. And then the rest of the scraps that I cut, I'll probably use them somewhere else throughout the spread. Okay, we have no stickers left behind. All right, so let me pull in another one of these. And I'm gonna lift this, keep that kind of up, and then I'm going to end it Let's see. Ugh, sorry. I'm thinking maybe with this sticker. Okay. Okay, and let me see if this will fit here. Maybe not. Okay. I was just trying to see if I could place a little sticker there. Okay, so we've done that. Now I want to see, because this other side has dried, if it will be worth it for me to go back over. Okay, no, it's not making a difference. Okay, so now that we've done that, I am going to color this side in as well. Now I'm going to try to be as nice as possible to this side because this will be viewed. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that this is the best pen to use. Okay, so as we let that side dry, I'm going to place my stickers on the other side. I pulled this book out, but I'm actually not entirely sure if I'm going to use anything from it. Let's see here. I might. I like this sticker. It's a small sticker. Okay, let's stay focused. So part of what I'm going to try to do is cover up some of the ugliness of these lines, of me like drawing on the lines. Have mercy. Now here's one thing. If you are going to draw lines like this on, you have to be mindful of the fact that if you're going to lift and place again, that the whiteness behind it is going to be lifted up. Okay, so be careful with that and be committed once you place the sticker down, unless you are okay with redrawing. Okay, so we have one down. I had this right next to it right here. So we're going to stick with that. All right, third stitch was somewhere over here. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a layering action, like he is coming off of this sticker. So I'm trying to get him even. And then we can put the little pineapple right there. Okay. Now we're gonna put this. Actually, let's put this one down because I think it was gonna be like somewhere over here. this right here. Oh, I was telling myself in my mind that I was using the lines to make it straight, and I put that sticker down as crooked as can be. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, I think I'm going to do this here. And let's see if I forgot, I pulled up one more sticker. It's supposed to be kind of like a layering action right here. All right, and then this may be a good time for me to employ some of these stickers. Let's see. I'm not sure if I want to do like a little corner action over here. Kind of like that, and then we could layer this underneath it. Okay. How does that look? Okay, I think that looks decent. And then I remembered I pulled this Ohina means family. I was going to put it over here somewhere, but I think I might put it right here. Yes, okay, I'm happy with that. And I'm going to flip through this and just make sure there's nothing else maybe from here that I want to put in here either, sorry. Okay, so I believe that I'm pretty happy with that side. We're gonna go ahead and go to this side, and let me get a ruler so I can draw my other line. All right, and let's find a pencil. I believe, let's see how long this is. Okay, so this is about 2.5 inches wide. Yes, so I think at the, let's say 2.5. So it should be at 1.25, right? So right here is where it should be. Does that look even? Okay, I think it does. And then here, let's say 1.25. All right, and we can even go here. Sorry. Okay. And do 1.25. And so that puts me at about here for my line. Okay, so again, because this is a soft surface, I'm going to use this to bear down on. All right, and this is not going to be exact, I know that. Okay, let me check the thickness of this line. Am I okay with it? Yeah, this is the 0.5. I was trying to think if I had something else. I am a 0.5 pilot pen user in my planner. Okay, and this is the one. That's too wide. And then this is the Paper Mate. This is what I used to use religiously. Okay, I think I'm happy with this 0.5. Okay, here's to hoping that it's even enough. Okay, there we go. So now that we have done that, I am going to look in this book right here and see if I maybe want to use, how do I want to do this? Do I want to handwrite it? Or do I want to, oh, I know what I could do. I think what I'm going to do is give myself some space to handwrite it right here. Okay, so we'll do about 1 centimeter, I feel like should be enough. Or we can stick with the 1.15. We'll do 1 centimeter. All right, so 1 centimeter. Okay. 1 centimeter. All right, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. And this means that I'll be handwriting in the dates and stuff. Okay, now I'm no like penmanship queen, but I do my best. All right, so I'm gonna do that and then I'll come back. So 26, 27, 28, 29, this is Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Perfect. And let's see here. I might use one of these. Put that to the side. Okay, and I believe I'm just gonna write the short version of it. Let's see. Could do like because then Wednesday would have to be really, really small. Yeah, okay.